Sup, Surfer HD. You are indeed first. Welcome to the Waffle House. A80. A Daniel. A dog, indeed. Yeah, chunk loading is pretty horrendous today, so who knows how long I will be able to tolerate this for stream, but makes sense there's a portal here. Yeah, Daniel v. Daniel. Certainly was a spectacle. Can't you read the title, maybe? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's pretty slow. AGTOD. Born in the lag, indeed, bruh. If by that you mean you see how slow the chunk loading is. Because yes, it is horrid. I can basically run as fast as it generates. Half a tree. Good for you, Nady. Nice little break. It's always good. Man, it may just have to be a no-com spot day, because the chunks are literally not loading on the trail. It's just pointless to try. We'll go to some no-com spot and see what's up. See if the terrain gen speeds up at all. I'm trying to make my own trails so I can build a base for like a week. Yeah, the nether chunk loading actually doesn't seem that bad. Yeah, moving in this economy? What are you, crazy? Are you insane? I mean, if you have the ability to, feel free, but it is an expensive task. I moved my stash to the artisan base. I didn't move mine, I just started collecting things and stockpiling them there. Oh, I see. Smack dab on a trail. Try to make an end base. End bases can be cool. Can be kind of hard to get materials out there, but if you do the work, it pays off. Do I answer Rich's question? Yay or the nay? Interesting little spot over here. Doesn't look too suspicious, but you never know. Far from spawn to find mossy cobblestone block, 1,942 meters. Exactly. This area seems like there's some activity. Mods haven't even thumbs up the stream. Yeah, mods, why haven't you liked the stream yet? Want to join my clan? It's called Wooden Spoon. What do you have to offer me in Wooden Spoon, Rich? What the hell? John Simons hasn't even donated yet? Yeah, that is kind of crazy. I agree, Rocket. That is kind of crazy. The name speaks for itself. Then no, I don't want to join Wooden Spoon. You don't get to judge me, Rich. This is a judgment-free zone. I'll take your word for it. That's with the bull, you get the horns. I'm not the bull, though. $10 dono times out the mods for 7 seconds. 7 whole seconds? Holy cow. Well, that's a bargain. That is a bargain if I've ever seen one. Yeah, that would have been my guess. Guess is probably you. Just a guess. And the chunk loading is actually bad today. I didn't even check it before I went live. But we're gonna have to completely stick to the nether side, it seems. Do some more salt TBH steak bites. Just some chopped up sirloin or something. Technically, shouldn't all steak be steak bites? Guess who's nuking some corn dogs and boiling water for ramen? John Simons. Corn dogs are good though. I will give you that. And the chunk loading is entirely horrid. I know I've said it like 8 times so far on the stream, but can't reiterate it enough. Can't even fly open world to this destination. Not if you don't bite the steak. How does one eat steak without biting it? I'm just saying, if you're a good person and I can help with your business, I would appreciate it if you will me to help. Okay. Ooh, I wonder who has been here before. Sona is Parker, Parker is Sona, and Gover's. Something about flying in Germanic language. A historian TBTT and the historian TBTT was here. See some shulkers on the ground. Oh, this is fake terrain, so they were working on the inside of this. Unfortunate. And they gave up. A blank sign. Some exploded stuff. Beacons. If you're really desperate for beacons, this would be a good find. Enchanted tools. And I cannot get up this. There we go. I guess I'll leave a sign over here. It seems about right. Is that Dawnpure? It looks like a Dawnpure-esque build, but I don't think so. Usually they would get more stuff done than just half a building. An old Pearl station. Flag. Yeah, you're right. The flag did. That's what it was. Yeah, if only it was finished. If only it was finished. Custom terrain around the castle, that is kind of crazy they did all that. Just for it to get no-commed. Stay away from the portal so we don't explode it. This bitch. That approves of fawn sauce. Yes, indeed. Not gonna lie, most builds are not finished. Yeah. They're either finished and then griefed, or unfinished and griefed, or unfinished and not griefed. Only a very, very small subset will be both finished and not griefed. I thought you had to select them, but maybe that's not the case. Oh yeah, you don't even have to select them. Arcadia is right. Learn something new. There's a sign on this portal, so I'm curious as to what it might be. Nothing is here. Curb FX. Okay, let's go. I think, yeah. Maybe they were right. Maybe they were hiding the dupe stash. They really say nothing is here with a massive chunk trail. I mean, you gotta check it out, right? You just have to, I think. Are you finished and not griefed? Not quite. I also finally successfully merged all my old Zeros files, or Zeros Plus files together. I had never kept my Zeros Plus chunk data because it's in database files, and I was lazy, but today I spent some time and went through and merged them all. Which I figured out after I merged them and figured out how the database files were set up. That apparently there's a GitHub for Zeros plus combiner thing, which I will try next time. Since it was quite finicky messing with the DB files themselves. Yeah, but everything seems to work still after doing that, so I'm satisfied with the outcome. It is just unbearable flying in the overworld at this point in time. It is kind of crazy to me how much faster the Nether is loading. I don't know quite why that is. Maybe less Y distance means less data to load or something. Other than that, I can't really... Not really sure. Like I'm following a chunk trail in the overworld that should in theory be quote unquote pre-gen as well, right? Already generated. Still investigating, I know, Mr. Admin. Any investors in chat? Monka, Yeah, isn't like Texas dying right now? It's dying in some places. The flooding is pretty bad. But where I am, pretty safe. Speedrunning trails, indeed. Speedrunning trail straight into 1.12 skips with some signs. "2024, wonder how long this has been here. No one left a sign." Monka, indeed. I mean, it's still like kinda raining on and off where I'm at right now, so it's not completely over, but close. Yo, what's up, Zach Brand? I want my hurricane season. Where's it at? Not here yet. You gotta be patient. Just gonna assume that's another hunter since it basically goes into this and then exits. All these trails are so followed. In a massive area like this with no skips. Just the tiniest bit suspicious. No skip. Yeah, we found a couple last time, Zach Brand. No trails off in that direction. And it is actually incredible how slow it is. Hey, moops boops. Chunk loading is horrid in the overworld, but pretty decent in the nether. Yo, yo, moops boops. No more geocrash? This says that, yeah, after I updated, I haven't geocrashed yet, knock on wood. But we may need to replace it with something else. Updated from 1.21.1 to 1.21.4. Finally got my mods to the current version. I don't think I'm actually running via Fabric right now. If I am, it's just on auto, and I'm not sure. Hello, Omre, Offsea. Doing pretty good. Struggling through this low terrain generation, but still making it work. I wonder what it will do when it crosses this trail here. Unlucky, Phil. I think you're not supposed to do that in the hardcore servers. I don't think you're supposed to die. Ah, it turned. Okay. I really went too straight down. Interesting. Going down to this one. Now bad players think they own the server? Tell me about it. The classic staple of 2B2T. It's just a piece of shit. Piece of shit. The grind does not stop, indeed. Wahoo does indeed own the server. Real auto portal moment indeed. Steal the egg. Yeah, you should steal the egg from them, Phil. Yo yo Suaves. Ace red, droopy eyes. I wish the overworld chunk loading was a little better so I could actually follow trails rather than just go to no-com coordinates. But beggars cannot be choosers. 2026 prediction, Happy Gas Movement exploit, Spawn Masons have a cord exploit again, 2B becomes popular on TikTok than on YouTube. Yeah, the problem is actual 2B2T gameplay requires time and dedication and attention span, something that most TikTok viewers lack. I really want to follow this trail now. Gotta be like 5 or 6 people. Yeah, with re-uploading, it is possible. That person geocache skipped. He was feeling shorter right now, can't lie. I mean, it always feels like that until it takes 14 hours. I mean, 2B is fairly popular, but I don't think it captures quite the audience share that it should for the basically the monopoly it has on being the oldest. Is there any benefit to updating to 1.21.4? You get all the new blocks and stuff. I've had a lot less crashes from auto portal and the whatnot. So those are definitely benefits. Need another wave of new friends, yep. It was a no-com base we stopped by. This is looking kind of decent here. Would a base in a trial chamber work? I mean, yes. Any base would work. It's just, will it serve the purpose you're looking for? It depends on what you're trying to do with it. Yeah, like the white wood. New armor trim, yeah, that's one of the reasons. Bundles come in handy, apparently. I haven't used them myself yet, though. Look for bases, as always. Bruce to your face. Cross-dimension pearls is the best feature, although that's kind of unrelated to updating your client. But yes, it is a very good feature of the update. Well, good, Suaves. Oh, shulker box spotted. There was something around here. Will this have items in it or not? An empty stash or a full stash? Damn it, CCDRM was here 5 months ago. Wow, they left us behind a full totem of Undying, 4 named rockets, 2 bottles of enchanting. Dang, dang, dang. Day late and $1 short. Rip. Indeed. Now, normally I would check all around this area, but it's going to take way too long for what it's worth, unfortunately. Hubble Deep Field map art went from 14 shulkers full to basically half of one shulker with bundles. Map collecting game changer. Yes, I've heard lots of good things about the bundles. Not gotten to use them myself yet, but regardless, still a good feature. Is it an update of 121.4 or server-side update? I did. We're talking about me just updated the client. The server updated some weeks ago. How did your sign automatically write the date? There is some settings in extra sign. You can use auto sign to automatically put text or date append to append the date, and you can change the date format. No, that one is from Rusher, although I'm sure Meteor also does have an auto sign module, so I'm sure you could use that. Actually, I should probably move this more like here. Probably makes more sense, not being in the middle of the screen. Yes, Rusher is paid. It's a paid client. Yes, congrats, Mr. Paul Steve fake Paul Steve online right now, but yeah, Paul Steve was the most recognized hunter on the census and most recognized streamer on the census, I believe. Perhaps we'll make the census cut next year. Who knows? No skip. No skip. No skip. Close enough to a waypoint. I'm gonna continue. Actually gonna re-up on rockets real quick. Do not mind me flying around. Gonna feed the cat real quick while we're on the road to this next spot. Thank y'all for tuning in so far. do you leave 2B2T after live and wait 14 to 10 hours to join back? No, I have priority queue. I do indeed pay $20 a month to join instantly. Yes, I found a pretty big dupe stash. The picture is actually included in the FAQ in the Discord if you're curious. I don't know what you're talking about, Vex. You said that yesterday, Vex, but you were only in the stream for like 3 minutes. It is a question for sure. Three minutes too long. Well, this area is very suspicious. I don't know why. For whatever reason, it's trying to like path in the nether, not elytra, and I can't remember what the cause of that problem was. Evening, Grindlord. Okay, with that much 1.19 and that little 1.19, it makes me think there's a skip like right here. And I hit something. Well, it wasn't exactly on the skip, but hopefully this is on the trail on the skip. Curious where this trail goes, though. No such thing. Fake news. Vex is full of fake news, what can I say? I'm pretty sure 1.12, but I can't remember exactly. I was gonna check. Yes, I joined in 1.12. I only shut up if a mod times me out, and it happens often. Holy crap, I just got jump scared by an ad. Jesus. Mobby. Honkers Union on top, indeed. Or annual, if it's a funny one. That is a good one. Hunker's Union on top. You searching base? Yes, I am looking for bases currently. I'm following this chunk trail, as you can see in the overworld. Actually, apparently flew directly over this line in the nether, it seems. Which technically there is another trail going this direction. That doesn't dissuade me too much. Server is this? This is the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft, 2v2t. We love 2v2t, don't we, Arzen? Yo, what up, Jams? The first one was a no-com spot that we stopped by, and the second one was a raided dupe stash that we found. A looted dupe stash. New friend unironically said that. Reporting Blizzard for hating his fans. Please do not time me out again. Also, EHS Farmer doesn't crash anymore. Those were the two that I had the biggest problem with. But the version consolidation really helped. Trying the new map thing. It is hard to get it perfect. Seems good. Yes, I am drawing an infinite line. It's wonderful, isn't it? Wait, this is actually going right by the no-com spot. I guess I should go the other way, even though it's technically wrong. Just because we're gonna want to go back to that regardless. Probably smart. Smart for me to do. Can you draw a circle, please? I love circles. Oh wait, it only lets me do straight lines. It's not like freeform. I can't draw a circle. It's impossible. This is as close as you're gonna get to a circle. There's your circle. That's a hexagon. Was there ever a second Waffle House? Yes, I think there is like 9 Waffle Houses at this point in time. Or there have been 9. It'll have to be close enough to a circle though, Jams. You need a 10th. Waffle House is supposed to never close under any conditions. I mean, you can help contribute by constructing Waffle Houses. Aliska, no one's stopping you. Creamy dill mustard. This is looking like it's just gonna go connect. I think I should check the other side. Oh, I missed. Somehow I missed again. And it's just a cross of... This is probably a hunter then. Okay, well that is good to know. Does not give me much faith in those trails. Or at least one of the two. X marks the spot. If only. What it looks like to me is this trail we were following is a hunter trail that crossed this trail going in the straight line and started following it in that direction. That's what that says to me. I personally believe that trail was created by the player. Very, very smart, very intelligent statement of you, Jams. I think you're right. No, it doesn't go by it because it was going in this direction before. How do chunks look tonight? Pretty bad in the Overworld. In the Nether, they're pretty decent. Yep, they're especially bad in the overworld though. Yes, I'm very glad that they're finally investigating it. They finally figured out that something was wrong. Yeah, Base Hunter finds the shop stashes that he gets a cut from. Yeah, that is true. You know, the servers are degraded when you're looking for skybox mods, so that's pretty funny. Yes, I am. I'm gonna pick up back up on that 1.19 after. Or attempt to. Have you found Slab City yet? Doesn't ring a bell. Your favorite and least favorite groups on the server? Gotta go see Vecbrand. Thanks for stopping by. I can say the Highway Workers Union, Honkers Union, Geocaching Collective, some of my favorite groups on the server. Wait, there's actually no portal on this side, unless I'm going crazy. There's no portal at the no-com base. Guys, there's no portal at the no-com base. Oh, that could mean it's cool, or that could mean completely gone. Real. This is full of items, surely. It's definitely empty. Even though there was no portal, it's definitely empty. Also, scaffold is not working. Holy cow. This is basically a mega base. I mean, I would say there's enough shit here, and they're starting on more projects. Like, it looks like they're gonna try to do a pyramid here. It's a public client, but it's a paid client. Real corrupted. Holy cow, this is a sick spot. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff around here. I don't know what this is. Not sure. Not sure at all. For Pilot. iLegend, Red Baron 1991. G-Smack. Scholar G. Oh, those are some names, bro. Those are some names. Those are some names on the mailboxes for sure. Oh, there's a big sign wall here. I guess we should read before. Oh, some people have been here. I guess that's why all the portals are broken. So as a 2019 base, Pilot got here, Scholar G brought the 2B2T police here, iLegend, Dominic FTW, Butch, Shaking was here. Of course, Shaking was here. Scholar G came back in 21. Spy 9 was here. Ryzen was here. Hyatt Work was here. Ford Pilot was back. Ujon got here. Red Baron. G-Smack revisited. Ivabur was here. 8th of January 2025. I think that's Stare and Fall. Established 5/16/19. Scholar G. Spacebar was here. So this is a cool spot. Very cool, very cool. Very cool, very cool. Looks like it's still somewhat, well, maybe not fully active, but very interesting. Just stuff in random. Spencer's. Been there long ago, missed that place? Yeah, it's a cool spot. It is definitely a cool spot. I know I went right up these steps but didn't continue down the bridge. Believe it or not, you built the whole base by yourself. Yeah, this is a crazy build. Still got stuff to clear away, it looks like, for this part. Can't imagine how long this took. Yeah, there's quite a bit of work to put in here. Well, I can definitely download this with the screen hidden. A nice little protected villager area. And of course, someone checked for illegals in literally every single little nook and cranny of the base. Not sure if there's anything else over here. Looks like that may be the end, but not that that's not a lot. There is quite the amount of stuff here. This whole thing up here is crazy. It's kind of hard to get the scale of it while you're actually flying around it. But holy cow. I don't think I'm gonna end up grabbing anything just because it's a cool historical spot. Yeah, pig spawners reverted, although I might take one souvenir, Shulker Snatcher fishing rod. I'll take one. Little souvenir. Put in my souvenir box. I put a glow thing on my sign. Sure. Is there an underground portion too? Oh, that is sick. Oh yeah, there is. Bunch of random stuff. Some broken stuff. Oh well. Everything has been dug through in here. Still a really cool relic though. These were probably full of chests. There's another bridge you gotta follow. Oh, cactus farm. I'll take some cactuses. The farm was full anyways. Do a good deed. Help out with the maintenance. Cords, please. I do not give away the cords, unfortunately. Yeah, everyone technically has had it for years. Very cool spot, though. There's another bridge, apparently, maybe this direction. Also, this building is insane. Oh yeah, there is this little bridge here. Oh, that's two yachts too. This place is so nice. This gives me like the old 1.12 base vibes. And another castle? Holy cow. This build was originally going to be at a base called Camp KYS. Never got to finish it due to the hacking of Sir MS3. This made me pretty upset. So for former glory. Finished. Glad it's over. Oh, hell yeah. That's a cool story about the... I mean, not having motivation to complete a build. Yeah, I've been there. I can say that. Very cool. I like these little insets here. Dang. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. This area is pretty good too. Hello, Prophet. I already did that for my self-IO exception. I mean, two of them are in no comm spots, but still very cool regardless. Don't know if I walked in this castle yet either. Real, it looks pretty cool from the outside, I'll give it that. Very cool table. Okay, well, let me hide screen real fast while I download the world. Give me 1 second here. Starinful. Unfortunately, whenever you download the world using world tools, it does give put the region data on your screen, so that is why I'm currently hiding the screen while I trek around and download this. Doc recently told me that he saw me on your stream at Waffle House. I had no clue you were streaming. Yeah. Yup, I do tend to stream from time to time. Stream is continuing shortly. Makes more sense. Where did I go? No one knows. Flying over the pyramid right now. Could just run away and never return? That is true. Donkey Dupe Infinity Incursion. Me when I learned 2B2T buzzwords. No offense. Bobbert? Almost done on the last section here. Based, okay. World download done. Turnfall Museum, built by Red Baron. All the banners are gone. Anti-incursion. Team Sexy. The museum has been robbed. Team Veteran. I mean, to be expected. Of course it is, yeah. The most valuable part of the build is the... Oh, I wonder if people have actually left these. No, they haven't. Apparently there were heads in there. Pig spawners in here at some point, likely. Would have been pretty sick. Would have been pretty sick if I do say so myself. Random stuff. I'll re-up on signs. I'll go to a portal over here. Yeah, it probably has, and that's why there were no portals around, because it's a very cool spot that they probably want to keep hidden as they can. Nice. Now that I am down here, I want to grab this right here, I believe. Go back to that 1.19. It was fun while it lasted. What are you doing exactly right now? Base hunting. Same as always. Or almost always, I should say. Yeah. It is the Blizzard special. Geocache. Peace out, Prophet. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, that was a cool one. It might be due to how much memory you have allocated to your game and the speed of your memory, because it is just reading database files into memory, so I would assume it's likely hardware related. Yeah, that one was awesome. What's up, OL12? A looted stash, a couple cool no-con bases. But you can always scrub back in the stream and see the finds. YouTube makes it easy to do that. A good question. I'm not sure. Hard to say because I'm going to very common no-com spots. If you use the heat map and go to less common spots, you're probably more likely to find something that hasn't been found yet. Fortunate. I'll usually mend it at my stash, so I just replace it for the time being. Is the drawing mode in the 1.21.4 Zeros Plus already? Yep, it is. It is live in multiple different versions. Just the most recent version of Zeros Plus has it. Elytras can be kind of hard to get hold of, but once you got them, you can keep them quite a long time. Quite a long time indeed. I see, I remember you were gonna start a new account. Apparently I crashed into a wall. Too fast. Should be a portal around here somewhere. Maybe it's that one. But this is definitely a used area of Nether, my goodness. Oh, they dug out. Huh. Certainly needed some blackstone or something. I guess. There's gotta be something around here, doesn't there? Not sure what that place is. I don't think I've been to those chords before. I do need to add more elytra to my inventory. I'll grab one at this stop. Just want to make sure this is followed. Evening Swisher. The last no-com spot we stopped at was an old Skullurgy base. It's pretty cool. I'd recommend skimming back a little bit and checking it out. I'm sure you've seen it at some point before, but Even further back here. I didn't realize it was still not crossing correct.
You look lonely. I can fix that.
It's probably loading at like a 7,000 rate or so. Maybe 7,000 is too fast. Yeah, a little bit too fast. Even 10. Where does this trail go? Apparently it runs off. Oh, it's a hunter that just quits. Or or nothing. Just a circle, likely. Are those old ocean chunks? Not exactly sure what you're referencing, but depending on how the map is overlaid, probably. None of these trails feel too hot, not gonna lie. Hey, Utah. What's up? Just focused on the slow loading chunks, don't mind me. Okay. What does this tell me? This is likely a hunting trail. And it is likely following this trail, which is not a hunting trail, I guess. We will see soon enough. Not anyone we've gotten this horizontal trail. Probably goes through right there. Actually, let me also do one here. Oops, I do not want to go to coordinates. I want to draw. Cat is knocking stuff off my desk. Is the darkness on the map where nobody has been? Where I haven't been. I should check that since it's basically on the trail. Maybe it is from the trail. Okay, I guess I'm digging to it. Or somehow finding my way there miraculously. Crazy. Oh, you don't say it goes straight to the trail I'm following. Huh. This is an interesting one too. It's really not Fun Switcher, actually, if you could believe it. The chunks not loading at all is actually not fun. It is what it is, though. Yeah, it's actually just impossible. And since it is a weeknight, I can't stream forever, so I think I'm gonna hop over to one more no-com spot, but then call it for the night. If I can, without leaking anything. Leaking too much. Our next closest. It's over here. Not too bad for a flight. Yeah, if HP shit hung out is real. That's how chunk loading has got me feeling. It's like an impossibility. It's not widely publicly available, but if you can find people who took replay mods saves during that area, then it is fairly accessible. Problem is, there isn't very many of those publicly available. I mean, it depends on your client and how actively your client was searching for the coordinates. I don't believe that there is a true set of quote-unquote Randar location based on how the exploit was perpetrated. But who knows? Maybe they figured out a very efficient way to do it all times of the day. Just a skip. Just a skip. What's up? Unfortunately, it's near the end. The chunk loading is just too crappy to load in the overworld. Well, normally I'm either going to no-com spots or I'm not, but recently, because the chunk loading has been crap, the only thing I can really do is go to no-com spots. Just because it's not possible to hunt in the overworld right now. No, I'm only on YouTube. Last spot of the night. A little nether house. How kind of someone will make a random house. And it's straight into a geocache skip. It's good luck. They're blessing our next stop. Well, fairly often, apparently. I just found one. But actually not very often. Apparently I'm almost out of rockets. You know, the 1.19 trails look pretty decent over there, just the loading time is unbearable. Good to know, Rich. Sometimes I like to smack a gas, though. None. No calm spots I have been to have all already been found. That's kind of the problem I have when hunting no calm spots off stream jams, is it's always like, I could go one more, and then it's 5 a.m. Huh. I will not say the word. I will not get got, Rich. You are not Vex. Dude, I want to aerial load in this spot so bad. So bad. Okay, what's up, Rich? What is up? Currently hating Rich. What the Sigma? I will not wear dream skin. I refuse. Face her droopy eyes indeed. James Charles skin. The fact that there are like no skips over here is just so crazy to me. Guess I'll have to check out some more than just a couple. Oh my goodness, I'm being smacked by something. I really don't understand what was making me hold my E-chest. These fuckers. And then this dude with the power crossbow. I have exterminated them all. Portal dupe. A pink shulker box? What could it possibly be? Empty fireworks. Orange is my favorite colored shulker. Yeah, Rich knows. Red shulkers are alright. There's also just so few portals around this spot. It is crazy. There could be so many 1.19 bases just hidden all around here. No one would ever know. Blue shulkers are the real deal? Maybe, maybe. There's the portal right on the no-comm spot. See, that's what you're expecting. Work at an escape room. No, thank you. Surely these chests are full of items. Can you add stream delay so when I watch in 2x I feel like I'm in the future? Nope. Ooh. They made all the pure colored banners. No tamed mobs. Geocache. Not really sure about the layout on this one, Chief. Rock money. Hoping this doesn't kill me or something. Yeah, you can't go faster. Going 8 blocks per second, the maximum. Where did it take me to? The village. I see. Nice little underwater ride to the village. I do want to check the main chests, I think, even though I'm pretty sure there's gonna be nothing in them. Just digging out some stuff, some random natural materials. Unenchanted armor. Okay, hopefully this is safe for work. Okay, yes it is. Scared the shit out of me. Stack boots, only one illegal or duped item here. Classic. And we're rich. We are rich. Yep. It wasn't looted per se, it just sucked. Yeah. That's how some of these go. Most of these end up going. But I'll take a picture of this chest room like there was stuff in it. But anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I think I am gonna call it here. Jams, Rich, Bills P, of course. Rocket, thank you for the dono. The Wall 12, fall off your chair. Sankarilami, I guess. Swisher, My Roost to Your Face, Utah, DV, DYN, New Kings, Prophet, 12E, Lightheart, RZ, IO Exception. Thank you all for stopping by. Don, Arzen, Alisco. First place in the last second message. She stole it from Dawn on my screen. Anyways, thank you guys. I will see you all later.